All right, you're all welcome to Women in Sustainability Story Series. And we are here again on the fourth edition of Women for Sustainability Stories. This is our first series for the year 2004. And I want to wish you all a happy new year. And today I'm joined with by Mary. Okay, on today's show, she's going to tell us about her story. And this is Mary Lancelot. Mary is an individual who stands as a proud beneficiary of the Women's Trust and holds the position as the president of Womenstrust Alumni Association. Her life and work revolves around empowering others and driving positive change in various areas. And Mary's professional journey is nothing but extraordinary. She's taking up quite a number of roles, which are very impressive. She's an entrepreneur, she's a fashion designer, an educator, and an advocate for women empowerment and also a youth, in youth development. I don't want to say much because I will give Mary the opportunity for her to equally introduce herself to us. Before we start the conversation, I want us to acknowledge our supporting partners who have been and stayed with us since we started the show. One say 10 billion Ghana Hub, Wiki Updates, Wiki Green Initiative. They are the organizers for Wiki Green Conference. One is a very big thank you to our partners. If you haven't followed us on social media, kindly join us on social media. Our name is Women for Sustainability Africa on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. We are W4S Africa. We also have a WhatsApp page where you can join us on +233 27 000 5346. So as I did mention earlier, today going to have a very interesting conversation with Mary. Mary, I hope you're excited to be with us today.
Yes, I'm very excited to be here today to share my
Great,
story.
great. So would you want to kind of give us a little, tell us about yourself and how you started your journey?
Okay, so as you have said, my name is Mary Lancelot, and I describe myself as a learner, an entrepreneur, and then and and also a woman in sustainability. I say I'm a learner because I find every opportunity to learn. Even if I have the knowledge about it, I still find opportunity to add to my knowledge. So that's me.
That's impressive. Mary likes to learn. So all this about sustainability, climate change, women trying to empower. Can you tell us how you got yourself into that space?
Okay, so first of all, I was groomed by a father that always complains about waste. At a very tender age, he always complains about it, and I didn't have any idea about. Well, all that I hear is a father complaining. As I grew up and I started learning, I also came to realize the field in my community, the environmental issues, even at the sight of it, is not pleasing to see these things. And I have a friend called Mami Sewa. She studied climate. I am into fashion, and she studied climate in University of Ghana. So one day she came to me and she said, "Okay, I want a sanitary pouch, but I want you to make it with plastic waste. Can you do it?" I said, "Yes, I can do it. Let's try it." So we did it, and I realized that okay, I've been able to use the water sachet to make something beautiful for her. She was happy that I did it and she liked what I did. And I said, okay, then it means that I can use that same idea to solve these issues that I see and I'm worried about. So I started with that. I started with the sanitary pouch and later added the tote bag, which I use the rice sacks to do them.
Wow, so it was actually your friend who had studied climate change or climate studies coming to you, so maybe you got an idea from her and I mean from your dad. So growing up, do you think your daddy was a bother to you when he used to complain? And what are some of the things that you used to do at home to avoid such?
Okay, so my father didn't like the what we call the takeaway rubbish, what is commonly called the plastic that we call takeaway rubbish. So if you put
Yeah.
it in fire, you'll be complaining that don't put it in fire, can't you keep it and use it again? They'll say you again, why are you burning it? That was what he was complaining about, that you should keep it. If you buy, don't just burn it, keep it. You will be saying you will use it again. So that was how he was complaining. But unfortunately for me, I started solving the problem he talked about after he's dead.
Oh, okay. So he actually loves the reuse of bags. He loves the reuse of bags, so he won't get to
Yes, yes,
waste them.
yes.
Yeah. So coming into the you designing the hot bags. I mean, so now how far have you gone with that? And how do you use that in driving your advocacy, environmental sustainability?
Okay, so when I started that, I found the need to read more about circular economy and how to advance in my journey with the recycling of the rice sacks into the bags. And I came to realize that people are far away from what is really even happening. People do not know what is happening. When it comes to circular economy, people don't know it. And when it comes to climate issues too, people do not know it. So whenever I go to sort the plastic with the rice sack, I go to some shops, and when you are demanding for it, it's kind of you are not the kind of person to come for a rice sack, because they have some particular people who go to buy them, who go for it. So if they are going for it, then they don't know what channel. So when I always go, then I always find opportunity to educate people on it, that you see the rice sack, I will go and use it again to make bag, so that it does not end up into the landfills, into our rivers and into the seas. So that at the end of the day, we do not get our fish, our plants will die. So that's what I use it. And when you give it to, you're able to track the use of your waste, that it's going to be into something beneficial. Or when you give it to the other people too, you don't know what they are going to use it for. So they are equally helping, I'm equally helping them. So that's what I'm going to use it for. And then I find opportunity to educate the other ways that I may not come for it, like the cartons, the empty cartons, that you can reuse it again, so that it does not end up in our landfills or into the gutters.
Oh wow. So would you want to throw some more light on what the circular economy is?
Okay, so the circular economy, we are fond of doing practicing linear economy, which is that we take the thing, we use it, and then we throw it away. So, for example, I buy a bottle of water, I drink the water, then at the end I throw the bottle away. But with the circular economy, you find a way to make it go round again. You don't just buy and throw it away. So after I've bought the water, I've taken the water, I can still use the empty bottle again for something else. I can either keep my sugar in it, I can either refill the water and use it again, or I can put salt, or I can put any other thing in the bottle. I can use it for something creative again, so that it does not end up in our gutters, in the land, and yeah, so that we reduce waste as well.
Yeah.
And circular economy, everybody can contribute to circular. Everybody can practice it. Everybody, I say everybody, because let's say you are someone that you love, yeah, you love to dress. You want to buy a lot of dresses. Instead of you to just take the old ones and just throw them away, give it to someone else, or just rebrand it. Just give it to someone to, if it was it make it new, it becomes something new, so that you use it again. If it is a skirt and you want to just add a bodice to it to make it a dress, so that it does not end up as waste, so that it will reduce the waste, and at the same time we save money as well.
That's interesting. So circular economy encourages the reuse of items. I think that some people are able to make earrings out of the bottle covers.
Yes.
make earrings out of it, pencil cases and all of that. So there's a lot of ideas that we can actually.
Yes.
I can hear you, Mary.
Doormats out of old clothes. You can use old clothes to make a lot of things.
Wow. Wow, that's quite impressive. So these raw materials in how easily are you able to get them?
So I get them from food vendors, supermarkets, and schools in my community. So there are food vendors that I have been able to talk to, and they know, okay, I'll come for them. So I go for them. They sell them to me. The schools do the same way. I do, and then schools use a lot of rice. So when I go, they keep the sacks from me, and I do, and then I pay, and I take them. Then the supermarket do the same. All sort of sacks that they have, I do, and then I take them from them. I say, gives me the opportunity to also talk to them about sustainability as well.
Or they have to pay for them?
Yes, I pay for them.
That's I don't know, that's interesting in a way, but because actually there are ways, so I'm just thinking, why don't we look at a way where we can actually get them for, I mean, but it's okay, we'll not go deep into that, maybe on another conversation, right? So are you able to get the quantity you're always looking out for?
Yes, yes,
You get enough from these.
yes, yes.
So
What
what's some
else
of the
is that I
challenges?
have girls I work with, so I make the girls also go around their community. So I'm in Pokwasi. So I have other girls that live closer to Pokwasi, the nearby towns to Pokwasi. So they also go out there. They talk to the people and then they get their weight as well for me.
Okay, so how are you able to sell these bags when you make them?
So
What's your
usually,
target?
so my target markets are NGOs who are into sustainability, like Women for Sustainability, and then individuals who also are very passionate about circular economy. So these are people that I sell to.
Mhm. So in driving sustainability like lifestyle, because it's like a lifestyle going into fashion, like having these brands, what are some of the challenges you face as a woman leading this segment?
So as a woman, I face a lot of challenges. First of all, I am a mother. And as someone that I'm taking care of a child, and then I also have to take care of my business. I also have to take care of my husband, and I also have to take care of other um, other activities. It becomes a lot for me that I prioritize my tasks, and then I put in place effective time management. As I'm saying, it's not that easy at all. It is never easy at all. And after all these things in the house, when you finish and you go out there, you still have to prove to people that you are the person that you want to be. You have to prove to your own females and then the men as well. Unlike men, and naturally, men have an easy way of going to when they are entrepreneurs, going to their journey. But it is not the same for women. You meet a woman, your fellow woman, and let's ask you, why are you doing this? Like, what this thing, people who cares about plastic waste, who cares about it? In Ghana, no one will
Sorry,
care
sorry,
about
look like we are losing you. Can you come again?
it. Okay, so I was saying that as a woman in entrepreneurship, I am a mother. I have to take care of my child. I have to take care of my husband. I have to take care of my business. I have to take care of other activities. And this makes it more difficult. Though I put in place effective time management and I prioritize my tasks, it is not easy as I am saying it. It is very, very difficult because you sometimes do not have it go the way you have planned. And sometimes you get tired. And after you have dealt with all these things in the house, when you go out, you still have to prove to people. just because you're a woman that you can and you are doing it. You have to prove to people. You have to have the energy of like 10 men to be an entrepreneur if you're a woman. And men have an easy way. Naturally, men have an easy way going through the journey of entrepreneurship, unlike women. You have your fellow women who are not even encouraging you to do what you are doing. You have men who are looking down on you. You have men who think that, hey, she has a lot of girls she's training. She's into sustainability. Then you don't respect him. So how do you take care of your husband? Like he has questions for you to feel like you can't fill that space. So it's very difficult. And when it comes to securing funds as well, it's also difficult. I remember a time that I was applying for a grant from a certain organization, and one of the managers told me that if you get the grant, you are going to just use it to prepare you for your husband. But I am sure if I was a man, they won't say that if you get the money, you are going to prepare license for your wife. They won't say that to them.
Yeah.
But just because I'm a woman, that question was being asked me. You have to be strong. If you're a woman and you're an entrepreneur, you have to be strong.
So they didn't give you
Ne-
that grant.
Sorry?
They didn't give you that grant.
No, I didn't get it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. But did they give you any tangible reason why they didn't want to support you? Or just
So
because of that? Yeah.
they just told me I'll hear from them. And when you call, you hear from them. But I other people that applied got it and I didn't get it.
And they were males, like the men.
Yes, yes.
Interesting stuff. So how were you able to overcome that?
So it was disappointing and it was painful. However, I just saw it as a challenge they have thrown to me. If they should show my what I told myself is that I have to make my business to a certain point that they will have to come to me to seek my help. So that is the challenge I've thrown to myself.
Yeah, like they are building resilience for for that. So so do you think in driving sustainability as well, they're facing any cultural restrictions, anything cultural? How do you see it being a woman?
Culture.
Any cultural barriers being a
Okay,
woman?
so for culture, I've not faced such a challenge. Yes,
Okay.
for culture, I've not faced such a challenge because when it comes to sustainability, I have I have a family supporting me. As we are doing this interview, I have a baby, but my mother he is with my mother now, so I get the opportunity to have this interview. So culturally, and my husband does not complain. My other extended family didn't talk about it.
I mean, like
So
you have a good support, a good support to help you climb the
culturally,
ladder. Yeah. That's very good because if you don't have a support system, you can't really do much because we actually need even the men to help us in driving sustainability and building a sustainable business as well. So, moving on to your advocacy, you like to talk to the youth, you like the women empowerment stuff. How has it been and what has been your experience in that area?
it has been interesting. So it's very fulfilling to see that through a few time you spent with someone, a few words you shared with someone, it has had positive impact on the person and the person is living a good life or is making good decisions. Just that alone makes me feel satisfied when I hear some of the girls I have had encounter with, some that I have mentored, that they call me, that they say, oh, I'm now in the nursing training, I'm doing this, I'm learning this, I'm doing this. I feel so satisfied when I see these people. And it all started with women trust. And tried women trust is not just they support you, and it's more like another family of yours if you get the opportunity to benefit from them. So as I was going through the scholarship journey, and then I got to tertiary, I find really that the other people like those in SHS and JHS, I should I should also start talking to them. I should start mentoring them. I should start encouraging them, and then they'll be able to share their problems with me. Then I find ways and means to help them to navigate through the challenges of life. So it has been fulfilling to do that. And through that, I'm part of the International Federation of Liberal Youth, where I get the opportunity to learn more, to be able to assist more and mentor more, and then empower more young girls.
That's really interesting and inspiring. So what actually made you love advocacy? Like what got you there?
Okay, so
Driven, or maybe you got like with someone who goes to that area. How can one be in that space?
So growing up, I realized that I, if not for someone who helped me, if not for a woman who empowered me, who encouraged me, I wouldn't have been able to make the decisions that I made and then live the life that I'm living now. So I also realized that girls have a lot of problems. And when it comes to let's say teenage delinquency and all that, people who suffer greatly are girls. Boys are also suffering, but the girls, let's say a boy and a girl,
You know, girls
they,
are suffering from what?
I said that I have realized that when it comes to teenage issues, teenage problems, the people who suffer a lot are girls. For example, let's say that um, a teenager, two teenagers have sex. If the at the end the result will be that the girl will be pregnant, who will be carrying the pregnancy? It will be the girl. The boy will only be thinking about maybe how, even if she that boy have a good heart, that is when he'll be thinking about how he's going to cater for the girl he has impregnated. If not, he'll be walking freely. This girl will be working with the pregnancy and all other challenges that comes with pregnancy. As young as she is, she will be the one suffering and going through all these challenges. So I found out that if what I can also do to contribute to this problem is for me to also empower these girls. Sometimes they just need guidance. They just need to be empowered. They just need to be told that you can do it, go for it. They just need that and they will. But we do not have a lot of people doing that. So I have to add my voice because I was helped with that. The late Honorable Gertrude Anka helped me. She was my first mentor, and she challenged me to do things that I thought I wouldn't be able to do. She let you do it, and at the end, you'll be laughing and then she'll be smiling. So, if that's the case, why don't I also pay it forward to other girls as
Hmm. Very interesting. So it means that everyone needs mentorship one way or the other because we need to be groomed, we need to be guided, especially as women. And as you said, with this teenage adolescent pregnancy, you know, it comes with a lot of stigmatization, you see, and then some are even able to continue their education as well. So it just ends up there, and you just end up taking care of the child. Okay, because at the end of the day, I'm not sure because you don't have any guidance, you don't have anyone guiding you. So I'm really happy you are doing this, and I wish many others, many of us, many other people around the world can also embark on projects like this and guide most of the girls in our country today. I don't we're having interesting conversations so far. So, what, what would you want to tell people out there? Like, what do you want to say from your heart?
Okay, so I want to tell people out there that they should form good friendships. They should also follow their passion. It is sometimes difficult to identify your passion, but with good friendship and with good networking and then exploring, you'll be able to identify what you love and then you pursue it. And you should be ready to learn and ready to help people to guide you. Even if you think you know, there is no harm or there is no like it doesn't cause a thing if someone is teaching you. It just adds to your knowledge. So be ready to learn, be ready to network, and be ready to follow your passion and don't give up. Don't give up. It's going to be rough and it will still be rough. But just don't give up.
So, very soon I should be ready to learn and shouldn't give up. So, consistency makes a difference. Consistency makes a difference. So, even with women, as you said, we have a peculiar challenges as well. So we need to build resilience to be able to drive sustainability in our community and to set examples for many others to follow. I'm really happy having you, Mary, to share your story with us and how you built a resilient business. Because to go in for a grant or support, a facility for you to be told that I'm going to use the funds to cook for your husband, I mean, it's a bit off track, but we need to prove that we can and we will. Okay, we can and we will. But how, just to take it back, how is the sale of the third batch doing?
Oh, it's been okay. It's been okay, yeah. And it's something new to people, but people are also coming to realize that okay, when they make a purchase, it contributes to solving climate issues. So it's been okay, though the economy has not been good. However, we can't focus on that much. We all have to do all we can to survive. So it's been okay. But sometimes these things will go beyond our strength, but you just have to, you can't stop. You have to keep going and keep solving problems.
Mm. You're right, Mary. We can't stop and we need to keep going. We need to keep going as well. I'm really happy having to talk to you today on how we can drive sustainability and build a sustainable business for ourselves as well as for everyone around us as well. So once a very big thank you to you for joining me today. And a very big thank you to our partners, 10 billion Ghana Hub, weekly updates. We have weekly green initiatives. We are the organizers for weekly green conferences, and this year that we'll be having one, we want to watch out for them. If you haven't followed us on all our social media handles, I entreat you to follow us, Women for Sustainability Africa, on Facebook and on LinkedIn, on X and Instagram, we are W4S Africa. We have a website which is www.womenforsustainability.africa. You want to follow us and drop us a message there as well. So, Mary, as a very big thank you to you again and again and again. I can't thank you enough for making this time. I know you're a very busy person, a multitasked woman, trying to combine almost everything together, being a wife, a mother, an entrepreneur. It's not easy at all. So I really do appreciate your time with us, and we hope to engage you further as well going forward. So we'll be in touch with you. Do you have any last remarks again you want to share? Do you have anything you want to say?
Yes, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share my story and to encourage someone out there. I'm also grateful and I'm happy to share my story. So I thank you and I thank all your sponsors as well. I'm looking forward to other partnership with you so that we help achieve one goal. Thank you.
You're welcome. So thank you all and join us on our next Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode next month. We hope that you loved and learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.